lipstick was waterproof. So thank you all to those who have made it here today to Cebu, especially to the parents of Peter, Tito Edwin, and Tito Felian, to the parents of Charise, Mr. Alexander Pimentel and Mayor Roxanne C. Pimentel. I'm very happy to be here today on this special occasion to celebrate the marriage of my best friend, Peter Pineda, aka Pingles. I've known Peter since we were in Montessori. I would say maybe we were 5, 6, 7 years old. We grew up practically seeing each other every day in school during the weekdays, playing golf during the weekends with Tito Edwin and Tito Andrew, who are here today. We also matured together from watching porn in Peter's house. VHS tapes which were provided by Donde. To dating girls in high school, our nights out in Cabaguio with Donde and Anthony.
Oh my God.
To talking about how to move forward in life in general.
What the hell are you talking about?
I've been lucky to have such a friend with the same interests, as well as a friend who I know will be there for me, whether to listen to me or to give advice. I will never forget the daily lunches we spent together with Angelo during our high school days, when we would talk about little issues back then, golf, or grades every quarter, and girls, with Peter giving very good advice. Although a lot may think that Peter is shy or feminine when you first meet him,
Classy girl!
it will take a bit of time until he gets comfortable with you to really show his true self. I will share with you a very good description of Peter, which was made for him by a very good friend in our 2001 yearbook. I had to ask my mom to look for a yearbook and to get a description of Peter. So, for Peter, those who don't really know him well may think Peter is quiet and indifferent. But they yet have to find out that there is more to him than those adorable freckles that would make girls go crazy over this cutie back then. He is the type who will protect his friends, even if it means that his carefully gelled hair back then will eventually get messed up. He will always go out of his way to help someone and will never ask for anything in return. If there's one blessing that I will never want to lose, it is Peter, and I'm sure all his friends will agree. He has touched our lives in so many ways that he will always be part of us, from his high school girlfriend. You'll find that in the 2001 yearbook. That being said, let me share with you a few stories about Peter. Story number 1. Peter is scared of his mom. When Peter told me and thought about the idea of getting married, he got really serious about it. So after being serious, he managed to ask the blessing of his in-laws first, the parents of Charise, for her hand in marriage before asking his mom. Of course, when his mom found out in the Felian, she did not talk to him for a week. Story number 2. Peter is unlucky in general when we were growing up. So a few years ago, he snuck up to their vacation house in Eden, their family house, to spend the night with a friend, I think, a female friend, and got caught by Tita Felian. So we all wondered why he got caught. So apparently, his helper, Manang, back then, was in Eden. And Manang placed a big sack of vegetables from their garden in his car on his way back home without him knowing. So the next day when his mom had breakfast or lunch, the mom saw this big sack of vegetables in their house and asked where it came from. And of course, the vegetables came from her garden in Eden, where Peter came from. So when the mom of Peter asked where the vegetables came from, Manang of course said, from Eden, dala ni Peter.
What's this, girls?
So one more story about Peter's being unlucky. On another occasion, he snuck up to the second floor of one of his female friend's house during a late night visit. The mom of this good female friend angrily confronted Peter the next day as to why he went up to the second floor into the room of this girl. But Peter denied it. Denied it. Little did Peter know that the entire house was rigged with CCTV cameras. So after finding out, Peter had a hard time defending himself. Aside from all those issues mentioned earlier, Peter is extremely loyal, sincere, true to his word, and will do anything to make a relationship last. I've heard a lot of good things about Charise. I must admit, I've only met her once before tonight in the wedding of Dondi and Jana. And I'm sure she's the one for Peter as consistently described by him. Though I haven't spent as much time with Charise as I would have liked, I could tell right away that she was the right one for Peter. Even though they lived far apart from each other, Charise in Surigao and Peter in Davao, I can feel that they have consistently been looking out for each other throughout the past 2 years.